Ladies and gentlemen, happy Sunday, and welcome to XFW Ground Zero. We have a lot to talk about today during our broadcast, so make sure you do not change that internet screen. Michael Webster, thank you for liking the stream. Derek Smith already firing up our chat. Welcome everyone to XFW. The Varsity Club, Alex Quinn heading this up, making their way down to the ring. Grant and Quinn have found a mutual, dare I say, camaraderie here in XFW. These two silver spoon prodigies. These guys have never worked a hard day's work in their lives. Everything handed to them on a silver platter. But today, they will battle two of the men in XFW with the most rhythm. Every time these guys come out, folks, it put a smile on my face. Davidson Howe and dashing Danny Diamond. Rhythm and Blues. When you talk about tag teams that form here at XFW, there's a lot of teams that came up in the world of wrestling together. There's other ones that find a mutual love of something, and besides wrestling, these two guys put together for their love of dance, their love of funk. Good Lord, every time these two guys in the ring. Folks, it just makes you feel good. Rhythm and Blues set to go head-to-head with the Varsity Club. This one definitely should be interesting. They look like a buddy cop film from the 1970s, I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Quinn going to start things off with dashing Danny Diamond. And here we go, folks. The bell has rung at XFW Ground Zero. Off and running and dashing Danny. Already landing a DDT quickly, and Alex Quinn. And already a quick tag by Rhythm Blues, and here comes Davidson Howe. Folks, we're going to be talking about the main event from XFW Danger Zone this past Friday night, which finally saw XFW get a victory over the Ministry of Darkness. We'll be talking about that as Bad Boy Marshall Sweet made his return to XFW and got a pinfall victory over the Wanderer Owen Bush in one-on-one competition. Please pay no attention to my PS4 making random messages on top of the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Davidson Howe continuing his onslaught here. Alex Quinn yet to get much offense in this matchup. So far, another right hand by Davidson Howe into a side rush and leg sweep. Davidson Howe is an outstanding athletic specimen here at XFW. I don't want to take anything away from Alex Quinn. He has earned that physique. He spends a lot of time in his father's country club in the gym, but the experience level is not there when it comes to the Varsity Club. There's a nice slap of the way, but Davidson now keeps the pressure on. Quinn with a kick to the face. Hoisting him up, dumping him down. Big time slam, just nonchalant dropping. Davidson now on his back, and now tag. In comes Troy Grant for the first time in this matchup. Troy Grant, another trust fund baby here in XFW. His father, a high-level executive on Wall Street. From what I understand, his father may be the lawyer or Alex Quinn's father is the lawyer for the firm for Troy Grant. So just like the nepotism takes place in the world, we got a little bit here at XFW between Grant and Alex Quinn. But Ryan Davidson Howe again turning the tables on the Varsity Club, keeping the pressure on for Rhythm and Blues. Grant has had some impressive wins here in XFW singles competition as well as the Varsity Club with a number of tag team wins. But right now, Davidson Howe all over the Varsity Club. Collar double tie-up. Grant now with a winding clothesline, but again, Davidson Howe able to sidestep. Use that rhythm to dance around and get out of the way of the attack, and now stomping a hole and a knee strike to the face of Troy Grant. Oh, Davidson Howe with a slap to the back of the head. Troy Grant now firing away with jabs. What is this? What is this? Oh! Was that low? That kind of looked low, to be perfectly honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. Grant now winds up, drives him down, slamming the spine of Davidson Howe to the canvas. That was brutal. A 2 count, almost a 3. But Howe gets the shoulder up, but Troy Grant quickly turning the tables. Home territory now for Rhythm and Blues. But Grant now with a nice roundabout, twisting the arm and shoulder of Davidson Howe. Oh, up over the top goes Howe, but he hangs down on the top rope. Keeps himself on the apron. Troy Grant quickly going to turn the tables and bring him in the hard way. Vertical suplex. Dashing Danny now looking desperate to get back in the ring. Trying to save his partner. Into the turnbuckle we go. Troy Grant sent all the way across the ring. Back into the corner. Big right hand from Howe. Another shot to the midsection. Howe should have gone for the tag there, but decided to keep the momentum going, keeping the pressure on Troy Grant, who's now, and there's a little bit of high-stepping, a little bit of dancing we've seen from Davidson Howe in the past. Gets this capacity crowd behind him. Gets the blood flowing. Dragging him over to the corner now. Again, Grant with the right hands. Grant the left head shot. Davidson Howe counters through a beautiful lariat, and down goes Troy Grant. Scoop slam. Howe now off the ropes. Big time elbow. Look at the rhythm he had, the turning that he had on it. We've got a cover, but a kick out. Troy Grant getting back to his feet now. Grant now with a clothesline, damn near took his head off. Wow, that was brutal. Gonna wind up the arm again, and a second time that takedown maneuver from Troy Grant. Back to his own corner, tags in Alex Quinn. Davidson now still down. Rhythm and Blues started this match off very, very well, but since then, Dashing Danny has not got himself back inside the ring, and Davidson has now absorbed a lot of damage at the hands of the Varsity Club. Into a backbreaker now. Howe has been singled out, cut off from his opponent. Dashing Danny, obviously upset about this. Verbal, you can see the animal. Oh, there's a blind tag from Alex Quinn helping himself inside the ring. And a clothesline again. Grant now in position. Got him up on the shoulders into a cutter. Beautiful maneuver. We've got a cover. Almost a 3 count. Alex Quinn going all the way across the ring and taking out Dashing Danny Diamond. Tag now comes Alex Quinn. The Varsity Club now hoisting him up. Powerbomb cutter. And another right hand to Dashing Danny. Another cover. Come on. The Varsity Club effective in cutting Dashing Danny Diamond out of the matchup. Davidson Howe absorbed a ridiculous amount of damage, even though he kept turning the tables. Here's that weird takedown that Troy Grant uses to employ. But the second time, right to the spine, you see Davidson holding on to his lower back. And here comes Troy Grant underneath the ropes with the clothesline. Earlier on in the matchup, Howe able to get the shoulder up. But the Varsity Club pulling off the victory on Ground Zero. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on XFW Ground Zero on this fine Sunday afternoon as we continue to edge ever so much closer to XFW Fright Night. XFW Fright Night will be Saturday night, October 22nd, not this Saturday, but the following. Oh, I'm sorry, 23rd. The 23rd will be XFW Fright Night, unless life gets in the way. But that is our planning event, XFW Fright Night, our next big scale event. And folks, that one is shaping up to be epic. Right now, all the championships will be on the line as far as we know. And again, Drago slated to defend the championship at that point at Fright Night. Now, however, we do not know who that championship will be defended against. Again, the Destroyer is slated to be back shortly, but still out on injured reserve. We did see, however, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet come back on XFW Danger Zone this past Friday night and go one-on-one in our main event and defeat the Wanderer Owen Bush. Now, from what we understand, we've had word that the Ministry of Darkness was absolutely violently upset that the Wanderer lost. Drago was seen backstage chewing out the Wanderer for, as he said, letting down the Ministry. Now, the Ministry has been on an absolute hell-bent tirade here on XFW, victory after victory after victory. However, albeit a lot of those victories at the hands of the numbers game, the pack of wolves, the hyenas, whatever you want to call the Ministry, the numbers come into play, and they attack their opponents in large groups. We've seen that. That's exactly how Drago won the XFW World Heavyweight Championship from the Destroyer many, many months ago. So last night, the rest of the Ministry not at ringside with the Wanderer as Drago had them spread around the building looking for more of a roster to take out. The Wanderer left to his own devices, and everyone thought that the Bad Boy Marshall would not be 100%. However, we saw that was not the case. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head down ringside as the Butcher goes one-on-one with Terry Sexton as the Ministry looks to possibly get back on the road to victory. Let's head down to ringside next on XFW Ground Zero. There's the flames that take place each and every time the Ministry comes in to the arena. The smoke filling the rampway. The group that continues to destroy each and every opponent they feel is a threat to their iron grip on XFW. And there's the Wanderer. And the Butcher in tow. Making his way to the ring, representing the Minute. Whoa, who is that? Somebody else is on the rampway. Not sure who is that? It's Rick Fletcher! It's Rick Fletcher! It's Rick Fletcher! The Dragon is back! The Dragon is back! Holy cow! Rick the Dragon Fletcher is back at XFW. A bad time to attack the Ministry as two members of the rampway, the Butcher now stomping away on the Dragon. Dragon back to his feet. Snapmare missed. Jordan Show, thank you for liking the stream. Cameron Salmon, thank you. Oh, and a big boot to the Dragon, and I'm getting brutalized again by the Ministry on the rampway. Shot to the face now. Oh, another kick to the face. These two have gone at it. It was the Butcher who took out Rick the Dragon Fletcher months ago in XFW. We've not seen Fletcher in some time. And now the Wanderer getting in the mix. Trying to take out Dragon, trying to tape out his partner here at XFW. The Ministry, again, the numbers game coming into effect. And a shot to the Butcher. And now the Dragon taking out. Good Lord. What is going on here? That was supposed to be a match between the Butcher and Terry Sexton. But ladies and gentlemen, Rick the Dragon Fletcher coming out and attacking the Butcher, attacking the Wanderer. I've got to give Rick the Dragon Fletcher a Medal of Honor there, folks. That is ballsy, coming out and attacking two of the most brutal members of the Ministry on the rampway, throwing his well-being to the side and coming out chaotic. I didn't even know the Dragon was supposed to be here, but obviously the number game coming into effect again, and the Dragon, albeit trying to get his shots in, taken down by two members of the Ministry of Darkness. Derek Smith saying he might be on the shelf again. Cameron Samuel saying he's got a heart. You're damn right, Richard Dragon Fletcher does have heart. The purple fog back in action here in XFW. But for how long, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have to get a check on Dragon, see if he's okay after that onslaught. He gave it his all, folks, but that's the level of anger, the level of animosity growing here in XFW. We've got some of our best roster members throwing themselves at the ministry head on, trying to take them out, folks. And somebody eventually it's going to be bad. We're going to head down to ringside now as Kari Foster goes up against Jajin Sakamoto. Women's action coming your way next on XFW Ground Zero. I still cannot believe Rip the Dragon Fletcher charging out like that, attacking two members of the ministry by himself. Unbelievable. And here comes Kari Foster, the girl next door, as she likes to call herself. The XFW fandom likes to call her Bananas Foster. This young lady goes from cute and sweet and innocent to absolutely batshit crazy in a matter of seconds. Quite frankly, folks, I think there's more than one personality living inside that head. She calls herself the girl next door. I think the neighbors are inside that brain and they're fighting constantly. Kari Foster is a force to be reckoned with. However, inside the squared circle, a former two-time XFW Women's Champion. But tonight she'll be colliding with the most celebrated Women's Champion we've ever had here at XFW, Jajin Sakamoto. Jajin Sakamoto making her way out. This young lady went from rags to riches in a short time here in XFW. She could not get a win to save her career when she first arrived. But then once she got her rhythm, folks, she definitely came into her own. Going straight to the top, winning the championship. Ryan Ship, thank you for liking the stream. And then soon after that, JJ went on to have 9 back-to-back championship title defenses. And here we go! And already a leg lariat across the jaw of Kari Foster by Jajin Sakamoto. Sakamoto now with a wind-up into a neckbreaker. Driving down Kari Foster. Sakamoto looking to get herself back in the title hunt. Wow, she's far more aggressive than we've seen Sakamoto in the past. She is taking it already to Kari Foster. Very much in-your-face style tonight from Sakamoto. These two are no strangers to one another. They've battled time and time again over the XFW Championship. Big right hand. Brenda Alexander, thank you for liking the stream as Foster now lays in heavy shots and repeated strikes to the head of Jajin Sakamoto. Collar elbow tied now from these two women. Kick to the midsection by Sakamoto on a shoulder tackle. Damn near drove through Kari Foster. That was some brutal impact there. But Foster with a quick turnaround. Goes after the knees. Foster now octopus hold. Look at this. Wrapping herself up. Sakamoto in a very precarious spot right now. Drop toe hold counter now by the former two-time women's champion. Sakamoto running in. Up and over. Crucifix into a pinning combination. Got a cover. Got a kick out by Foster. Sakamoto is so well versed inside the ring. Look at this, rolling it through. What is going on here? Beautiful transition into a pinning combination. Foster rolls through. Sakamoto gets up. Impressive. Now both ladies, Sakamoto, now the receiving end. Foster goes for the hip toss. Sakamoto blocks and a little extra oomph on there. Kari Foster lands the hip toss. Sakamoto rolling underneath the ropes now, trying to stave off the attacks. Foster can help her back in, it looks like. Vertical suplex drives her down to the canvas. Foster is so well versed inside the ring, you wouldn't guess it. Sometimes by you see the attitude, but the aggression level of Foster continues to grow. Each and every moment she's in the ring. Nice knee strike, but a miss. Sakamoto now with a full Nelson. Foster with an elbow right to the eye socket. And a takedown. And Foster again. The animalistic attitude coming out. The right hands colliding to Jajin Sakamoto. I have seen Kari Foster on full rage mode, ladies and gentlemen, and it is absolutely frightening. Right now in her corner. Oh, exploder suplex. Jajin Sakamoto sent into the corner. That was brutal. A 2 count, but Sakamoto gets the shoulder up. Foster now on the offense. Foster with the wind-up over the top rope, but Sakamoto again grabbing on the top rope and fires back. Elbow shot right to the face by Jajin. Collar number tie-up. Foster shoving her away. Foster with a wind-up and now over the top again, but Sakamoto again holds on. Uh-oh, both women now on the apron. What is going on? Yeah, DDT! Good Lord, would you look at this? DDT on the apron by Kari Foster. Brutal impact to the head and spine of Jajin Sakamoto, who may be out on her feet. Mike Katura that's Bob Harris, referee for today for Ground Zero, making the count up to a 3 already. Foster doesn't look like she has any intention of getting Sakamoto back inside the ring as she's playing pinball with Sakamoto on the outside. Bob up to a 5 count. Oh, the knee strike again countered. Sakamoto nearly defeating and bouncing her off the apron. Sakamoto now inside. Sakamoto going to the top there. Off the top. Just as Foster was getting back up, Sakamoto drops a guillotine leg drop across. Right across the back of the neck of Foster. 16 feet in the air. We've got a cover. Wow, Foster gets the shoulder up almost defiantly. Kicks out of basically a 1 count. Sakamoto now going to the back and spine again. Sakamoto kick follows it up with a drop kick. Missing the enziguri. Foster with a counter. Irish whip now by Foster. Big time power slam. Wow. But Sakamoto back to her feet. Foster grabbing a handful of hair now. These two have no love lost. You'd swear the championship was on the line the way these two continue to take it to each other tonight. Sakamoto now in the middle rope. Drives the elbow right across the face of Kari Foster. Sakamoto could be the Sakamoto driver. No! Turns it into a slam. But Sakamoto winded. Not enough to capitalize. That could be an opportunity for Foster. Sakamoto off the ropes, drops the leg across the chest. Second time, turns it around, a little bit more momentum. Kari Foster now in a world of trouble. Sakamoto starting to get things together. Sakamoto lines up in her own exploder suplex now, and now Foster rolling to the outside. Kari Foster now rolling outside, trying to stave off. It'll slow down the momentum of Jajin Sakamoto. Both ladies now back inside. Wind up over the top again. Sakamoto going to try to help her back in, and she does. Suplex right down in the middle of the ring. Foster holding on the middle back. This capacity crowd now starting to get lit up. Sakamoto now on the shoulders. Probably looking at herself. Sakamoto driver. Holy cow, the impact from that one. We've got a cover. Wow. The very move that Sakamoto has won a number of championships with. Foster, again, you see the resilience, the relentlessness of Kari Foster. What a clothesline. And a second now from Sakamoto. Goes for the leg lariat, nobody home. Again, that's the second time Foster is able to counter out of that move. And another one. Sakamoto again lighting her up. This time it connects. Sakamoto on an absolute tirade now. Finding the power, finding the big right hand. Jumping neckbreaker now to Foster. A quick cover. Leg is hooked again by Sakamoto. And again, Foster gets the shoulder up. Unbelievable. At this point, you've got to wonder, what does Sakamoto have to do to put away Foster? But again, is this Foster? Is it second nature? Or is it the batshit insanity inside that young lady's head that keeps her driven, that keeps her moving in these matchups? Uh-oh, Sakamoto. Right hand of the jaw now. Both ladies now on the top rope. Sakamoto way up top. Sakamoto all the way down. Both ladies now writhing in pain. Sakamoto with the superplex. Big time impact. We've got a cover. And again, Kari Foster, defiant, gets the shoulder up. Both ladies down middle. Big right. Wow, that was a haymaker shot. These two keep finding themselves up and over the top rope repeatedly. Foster with a shoulder tackle. Sakamoto crashing to the outside. And now we get a little bit of Foster, the little bit of whoa, she wasted too much time. Leg Larry again. On the outside by the former two-time women's champion. Back inside goes Foster. These two are bringing the house. Hell, this should have been our main event, folks. These two tearing down the house tonight on XFW. Sakamoto now in control. Whoa, Foster now. Back body jump over the top rope. Another shot now by JJ Sakamoto. Sakamoto now. Towards the middle. Shot to the middle of the back. Sakamoto drops her across the knee. Foster rolling the outside. Sakamoto still making the climb though. But look how winded she is. She can barely get herself to that top rope. Foster getting back inside now. Sakamoto coming up the top. There's the drop kick. Right to the chin. Sakamoto lands it. Foster didn't see it coming. Sakamoto lays her out with a drop kick from the top rope. Sakamoto now standing over Foster. Got her on the shoulder again. Second time Sakamoto driver. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Sakamoto, after a hard-fought battle, finally gets the 3 count. What a battle back and forth. There's the exploder into the corner by Foster. And this right here, the DDT. On any given day, folks, that could be a match ender right there. But Sakamoto finding it deep down to continue battling on and managed to pull off the victory. And that's why she is a multi-time XFW Women's Champion, ladies and gentlemen. What a battle back and forth on XFW Ground Zero by those two top-tier female competitors. What an absolute fantastic match between those two young ladies and gentlemen, here on XFW Ground Zero. Again, two outstanding female athletes going toe-to-toe in an outstanding victory by Jajin Sakamoto. Now, folks, we already have a little bit of word. Rick the Dragon Fletcher only has a couple of bumps and bruises. Evidently, he is still backstage, still all kinds of angry about the fact that he didn't get the shot in that he wanted. And from what I understand, he has laid out a challenge to the ministry for a matchup today on XFW Ground Zero. Now, there's no word yet on the ministry if they accepted this matchup. The Butcher was slated to go head-to-head with Terry Sexton. That matchup was thrown out after Fletcher come out and attacking the ministry. So we're going to find out if the ministry will accept the match with Fletcher. Now, I would assume this would be a prime opportunity for the ministry to pounce on Fletcher and continue the attacks. So I would look to see them accept that. We might get Butcher versus Rick the Dragon Fletcher later on today on XFW Ground Zero. We'll have more word on that as the show continues. But we have gotten word that Rick the Dragon Fletcher is okay. Just a few bumps and bruises. He says, ladies and gentlemen, he is 100% ready to go. Now, again, folks, I don't know if I trust that. I don't know if I believe Fletcher will be 100% ready to go or not. Again, we've seen Bad Boy Marshall Sweet come back when we know he wasn't 100%. The Destroyer himself, the man on my t-shirt, the shirt you can get right now on Bloodsword6.com, was not 100%. But that's how much animosity our roster has for the ministry and their tactics. Everyone coming back early, putting themselves at risk just to try to stave off and defeat the ministry. Folks, this has become a blood battle for XFW between the regular roster and the ministry here. I don't know if it's ever going to come to an end. But right now we're going to head on the ringside. Triple threat action coming your way next on XFW Ground Zero. And here comes Savage Andre Stevens. the former Golden Glove battler and multi-time welterweight boxing champion, Savage Andre Stevens. Steve is an outstanding in-ring competitor. Spent many, many months here in XFW as the United States champion. For tonight in triple threat action. And here comes Dynamite Nick Thomas, the man whose spirit cannot be broken. Dynamite Nick Thomas. This young man does not know the word quit, does not know how to stay down. I've seen this poor kid get beat down more times than I can shake a stick at, but he comes back with a smile each and every time on his face. Dynamite Nick Thomas is usually not one for hardcore matches. Extreme Rules matches like this one here with this triple threat. We'll see how well he fares in this against him with someone at the level of Savage Andre Stevens. And the other opponent in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, Matsuda Tanaka.
Weighing in at 190 pounds, Matsuda Tanaka.
Matsuda Tanaka, one of the smallest competitors in XFW, but an outstanding athlete nonetheless. Brian Poplowski, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. We just got, the past few weeks, I've watched Matsuda Tanaka have some absolutely epic matches with Thunderbolt Alpha. And on this matchup here tonight, triple threat action, Extreme Rules match, as we are ready to go. There's the bell, folks, and here we go. And we've already got members running over the ring, and shot by Dynamite Nick Thomas collides with Savage Andre Stevens firing right back. Stevens now with the right hooks on Matsuda Tanaka. And a repeal combination big time to Tanaka, lays him out. And now turning his attention back to Nick Thomas. Savage Andre Stevens taking out all the competition early up in this matchup. And they get those heavy-handed meat hooks of Savage Andre Stevens colliding with the temple. Matsuda Tanaka now firing back. Boxing versus martial arts is Matsuda with a nice combination and dumps him down right on top of Dynamite Nick Thomas. Holy cow. Thomas trying to get back to his feet as Tanaka and Savage Andre Stevens just absolutely tear each other apart. Repeated shots now by Tanaka, leveling out. And here comes Thomas. Thomas now, look at this. Head scissors takedown by Dynamite Nick Thomas, and Tanaka rolling out of the ring now. Dare I say, Dynamite Nick Thomas might be out of his element. He might be outmatched tonight. I love this kid's gusto and never say die attitude, folks. But he always just seems to be missing the mark a little bit. Irish whip now, look at that. Belly belly suplex, perfectly executed. I'll give him that much credit. This young man is outstanding inside the ring. He's had a number of key victories here in XFW, but always seems to just fall by the wayside when something is on the line, like a championship opportunity. Tanaka again rolling to the outside. Thomas dumping Savage across the middle rope. Uh-oh. Matsuda Tanaka on the outside with a chair. Decided to jump in. He saw the pinfall attempt going. Getting in to break it up. Thomas now going the outside. Savage Andre Stevens now shots in the middle section. We got fists and knees going at it. inside the ring. Dynamite Nick Thomas on the outside. Dynamite Nick Thomas with a table. Are you kidding me? I think Dynamite Nick Thomas's balls just dropped. Side Russian leg sweep on the inside by Matsuda Tanaka. What is this? Oh, triangle hook put on. Triangle hook put on. Thomas coming in. Matsuda Tanaka with the victory. Dynamite Nick Thomas playing too much around. Wow. Duca Potatoeville, thank you for joining us over on the Twitch platform. Savage Andre Stevens, look at this. Savage Stevens diving on to Matsuda Tanaka just as Dynamite Nick Thomas came in with that baseball shot. Savage had just tapped out. Owen Bushy, thank you for liking stream. Matsuda Tanaka with the victory via submission in a triple threat matchup. That young man is very, very dangerous inside the ring. Just a quick blink of an eye and Tanaka taps out Savage Andre Stevens. Wow, Dynamite Nick Thomas looked like he had everything going his way, knocking everything down, but decided to go, and that's the first time I've ever seen Dynamite Nick Thomas go outside and try to get objects in an Extreme Rules matchup. He spent so much time setting up that damn table and trying to get that baseball bat. Meanwhile, Matsuda Tanaka realizing the window of opportunity and getting the pinfall victory. Well, folks, we have more word on our matchup later on today on XFW. We saw Rick the Dragon Fletcher return today and attack the Butcher and the Wanderer Owen Bush on the rampway, ruining the matchup. Now, later on today, we have word the Ministry has, in fact, accepted the match for Rick the Dragon Fletcher. However, they have said they want a tag team matchup. So Rick the Dragon Fletcher needs to find himself a tag team partner. Now, folks, this could be a very interesting matchup. Who can Rick the Dragon Fletcher find himself to be a partner to take on the Ministry? There's a lot of folks that don't even want to be involved in the Ministry here in XFW. They want nothing to do with them. They're trying to avoid them at all costs. But Rick the Dragon Fletcher, who was put on the shelf by the Ministry a number of months ago, looking for revenge, it did not pan out well for him earlier today. However, he could be looking at the possibility of a victory after Bad Boy Marshall Sweet returned to XFW Friday night and got a pinfall victory over the Wanderer Owen Bush. Now, folks, this continues an all-out assault by everyone and anyone in XFW to try to get rid of the Ministry as they continue to dominate the in-ring abilities and take out everyone that gets in their way here in XFW. But this may be just our folks are saying in there, not a smart move by Rick the Dragon Fletcher. This could very well prove to be a very bad issue for him. I cannot find the music I want to find in this matchup, so we're going to have to change that one for this guy. But folks, we got that match coming up later on. After this one, the Ministry already set to go. From what I understand, Rick the Dragon Fletcher is desperately trying to find himself a partner backstage. But right now, we're going to head down to ringside as Lincoln Marsh collides with Terry Flynn next on XFW Ground Zero. And here comes the big man, Lincoln Marsh. This guy's made quite a name for himself in the locker room at XFW, ladies and gentlemen. The look of seriousness on his face says it all. He comes to the arena. He's all about business. He has yet even to speak words with anyone in the locker room. He does not shake hands. He does not try to make friends. He is here to compete. He has made that clear. He is not here to be anybody's friend. And he has definitely not made any friends inside the squared circle. I am absolutely excited to see who in XFW locker room will step up to be a tag team partner with the Rick the Dragon Fletcher for this tag team matchup, folks. And that's still our main event tonight We have Tiger Ramirez going one-on-one with Pedro Ortiz Jr. in our main event, which actually could main event one of our big scale events, folks. Tiger Ramirez, the XFW Internet Champion, going head-to-head with the former multi-time World Heavyweight Champion, Pedro Ortiz Jr. in our main event, plus this added-in tag team matchup yet to come here on Ground Zero. Terry Flynn, the newcomer here in XFW. I believe this young man's still looking for his first win, if memory serves. And I'd be willing to bet it's not going to come at the hands of Lincoln Marsh tonight. Lincoln Marsh is an absolutely bloodthirsty competitor inside the square circle. There's the bell, folks, and here we go. And Marsh swinging wildly. Flynn able to dodge out of the way. Flynn's going to need to use that quickness if he wants any hopes of winning this, as he wraps up Marsh, drives him down into a DDT. The big man staggered. Soccer ball kick, but look at Marsh doesn't even go down to his feet. He maintains. Marsh down with a kick of his own. Oh, and a big uppercut by Marsh. Levels Flynn down to the canvas. Flynn, a former All-State collegiate wrestler, looking to turn his gaze onto professional wrestling. Side Russian leg sweep now by Flynn. Quick cover, leg is hooked. Gets a 1 count, but the big man Marsh uses those tree trunk legs to kick Flynn right off. But Flynn right back on the assault, and again the DDT. Marsh back to his feet. Luthez pressing a thunderous right hands to the face of Terry Flynn. Home panel position now by Flynn. Oh, to Flynn, I should say, drives him down. Lincoln Marsh's offense, ladies and gentlemen, is not very flashy. It is very much meat and potatoes of professional wrestling. He is a pure power wrestler. Elbow shot to the face, countered by Flynn. Flynn now trying to pick up the big man, can't get him too far off his feet. Thunderous slap down to the back. Lincoln Marsh now hoisting him up. One-handed, and again, as I said earlier, nothing flashy. Just putting Flynn on the shoulder and driving him down to the canvas. Now a gut wrench. Oh! And right across the knee. Lincoln Marsh again. Nothing flashy, just pure brutality. Got him in a suplex position, putting him with the thumbs down. Up goes Flynn, and again just dumps him down. Good, you see Bob Harris himself even looking, bouncing back from that one. Soccer ball kicked out of the back. Oh, and he stomps on his face. Good Lord. We may have to stop this matchup. What is this? What is this? On the ropes. Oh, my dear Lord. Watch this impact, ladies and gentlemen. Flynn can barely get up. Alabama Slammer assisted by the ropes. And again, a pump handle slam. Terry Flynn just sitting there helpless. Hernandez, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Oh, hook kick right to the side of the head. Flynn now trying to get to the ropes. Big man charging in the clothesline. Up and over the top goes Terry Flynn, whose offense has completely been cut off ever since the beginning of this match. Stephen Thompson, thank you for sharing our stream. Marsh now with Flynn driving all the weight down on the middle of the spine. Flynn trying to get back to his feet now, trying to get everything he can. Ooh, elbow shot right to the, again, the eye socket. Wind up over the top rope. Goes Flynn. Oh, and brings him right back in the hard way. Hip toss over the top rope. Flynn is now just dominating. We've got a second time, the thumbs down. Up another time, and again, face first. Goes Terry Flynn. Oh, and again the stomp right to the face. That is harsh. Lincoln Marsh making quick work of Terry Flynn in this matchup. That big boot follows him all the way down to the canvas and just stomping on his face. That is harsh. Watch this suplex, folks, just driving him straight down. You see Bob Harris even bouncing through again. Here's another angle from that same maneuver. Flynn is out right then and there. Lincoln Marsh is definitely a force to be reckoned with here in XFW.
Here is your winner, Lincoln Marsh.
He is definitely all about business, ladies and gentlemen. And so far, business is good. Terry Flynn did not stand a snowball's chance in hell in that matchup. Lincoln Marsh continuing his winning ways here in XFW in an outstanding display of brutality, taking out young Terry Flynn with little to no offense. And Terry Flynn started off the match pretty well, getting the early jump on the big man. But again, Lincoln Marsh is overpowering him, and again, the sheer brutality. And folks, again, he does not really have a lot of, I don't want to come off the wrong way. He doesn't have a lot of skill as far as wrestling maneuvers, but what he makes up for that is sheer brutality and just the bloodlust. You see how he just picks people up and lets them fall. It helps gravity do his work for him. These 6'2" plus almost 300-pound Lincoln Marsh continuing his undefeated streak so far here in XFW. Lincoln Marsh would make good stock for MOD. Folks, the Ministry continues their brutality here in XFW. Now, earlier in our broadcast, we saw Rick the Dragon Fletcher making a comeback and attacking the man that put him on the shelf, the Butcher. That attack did not go as well as the Dragon would attempt, again, letting his emotions get the better of him, attacking two members of the Ministry, and the numbers came into effect as they took him down. However, Fletcher, against better judgment, challenged the Ministry to a matchup tonight. Now, the Ministry did accept the Butcher and the Wanderer Owen Bush, agreeing to a tag team match, damn well knowing Rick the Dragon Fletcher does not have a tag team partner. From what I understand, Fletcher right now is still scrambling to find a partner. But that matchup, ladies and gentlemen, is next. The Ministry is on the gorilla position. They are ready to go. They are bragging how Rick the Dragon Fletcher's return is going to be very, very short-lived. Ladies and gentlemen, I am actually very concerned about the well-being of Rick the Dragon Fletcher. I'm hoping he found himself a tag team partner. I'm not putting a lot of stock in that. A lot of people do not want to face the Ministry, but that matchup, if indeed this is a match and not just a slaughter, is next. And there's the flames and the smoke of the Ministry. But frankly, folks, this one should have been moved to our main event. Here comes the Wanderer Owen Bush and the Butcher right behind him. I honestly think the Purple Haze has a death wish today in XFW. To come out and attack these two Hounds of Hell on the rampway. And then to get beat down. And then ask for a match beyond that. Rick the Dragon Fletcher has an absolute heart of gold, ladies and gentlemen. But again, how much thought has gone into this? How much emotion is clouding his judgment? Or when it comes to Rick the Dragon Fletcher, it could be the chemical enhancement that's affecting his judgment. He is called the Purple Haze for a reason. But tonight he's got to walk through these ungodly hell mist that is the Ministry of Darkness. And they continue to dominate XFW week in and week out, causing permanent injury to a lot of the roster members here. as the Ministry awaits Rick the Dragon Fletcher. Here comes Fletcher now. A little bit new. Whoa, 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 whoa! Fletcher using his own. Is that the normal concoction we've seen Fletcher use? Whoa! Fletcher using his own bits of stage presence there. Fletcher with his own little bit of magic there. That was kind of impressive actually from Fletcher. Same purple garb, however, he looks like he means business tonight. We're not seeing the normal pomp and circumstance, not the normal dance routine, the exotic maneuvers. Walking out, Fletcher looks like he means business tonight. But did he find a partner? Did he find someone to help him out in this matchup? Because he walked out here by himself. Holy hell! Ladies and gentlemen, Fletcher has indeed found himself a partner. The man that beat the Wanderer Owen Bush on Danger Zone. 2 XFW stars that were put out by the Ministry have made their way back to XFW and are coming at the Ministry full steam ahead, sweet, beating the Wanderer Owen Bush on Friday night. And now joining forces with Rick the Dragon Fletcher to go toe-to-toe with the Wanderer and the Butcher. Wow. Elijah Battle, thank you for liking the stream. Mark Grissom, welcome to XFW. Holy cow, folks. The Butcher and Fletcher are going to start this one off. Sweet coming back, Sweet beating the Wanderer Owen Bush the last night. And again, Dragon coming out swinging and getting caught, much like earlier in this matchup. The Butcher going right to work. Big right hand now by the Butcher. Fletcher down. You got to wonder, is Fletcher up to 100%? Did he come back too early? We saw the same mistake by Bad Boy Marshall Sweet last month, and he was taken out by the Ministry again. Tag, now in comes the Wanderer. Wide open ribs and a brutal shot and a clubbing blow now from the Wanderer as the Dragon is getting picked apart already in this matchup. The Wanderer now right on the outside, big time uppercut. Another right hand. Fletcher in a world of hurt already. Fletcher now firing back. But the Wanderer and a big time clothesline. How much damage has been done? Fletcher already in a world of trouble. The Wanderer and the Butcher picking him apart. Oh, and the Wanderer sending the steel steps. Fletcher trying everything he can now. Back inside the ring. Tag, in comes Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Up to a 5 count. The Wanderer needs to get back inside. Here comes the Wanderer. Here comes Sweet. Sweet catches him with Hurricane Rana. Sweet with a Hurricane Rana. And an Enziguri to the Butcher. And the Wanderer connects. The distraction. Headbutt now by the Wanderer. Sweet came in swinging for the fences and quickly gets cut off. The Wanderer now clubbing away on Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, himself just returned and battled with the Wanderer on Friday night on Danger Zone and got the pinfall victory, to much surprise to everyone. And again, the Ministry in backstage was livid with anger that Sweet was able to get the victory. Sweet now firing back again on the Butcher. Backhand shot. Another hand shot. Hard impact into the turnbuckle. The Butcher spins him around. And Sweet connects with a knee strike. With the Butcher again the turnbuckle. This is back and forth action tonight on XFW. And a shot to the face by Sweet. Sweet goes high, miss it. Oh! Sweet just got dumped right on the top of his head. Tag in comes the Wanderer, back in comes Rick the Dragon Fletcher. Fletcher again going for that wild swing, and he gets a haymaker shot. Good Lord, he just got the lights put out on him. Wow! But Fletcher gets the shoulder up. The Ministry is absolutely tearing apart Fletcher. Oh! Hurricane Rana into an Insaguri. Fletcher now with a little bit of gyrations on the Wanderer. Needs to pay attention if he wants to get a shot. Missing the clothesline, and a clothesline. And another one now by Rick the Dragon Fletcher. And the Wanderer connects with another shot. What does it take to get rid of the Ministry? They continue to brutalize everyone in their path. Turn around in the corner. Fletcher with a wind-up. Tag again, and goes Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. What is this? Oh! Double shots by the Wanderer and Fletcher working together. Sweet now with the Wanderer. Super kick is blocked. And drives the elbow into the knee. But Fletcher again. Oh, I'm sorry. Sweet. Up on the shoulders. Hurricane Rana. The Ministry still dominating this match, but Fletcher and Sweet trying everything in their power. Oh, and there's the stomp from Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. The referee is now out. Sweet with a kick in the midsection. Big time cradle DDT to the Wanderer. We've got a cover. The Wanderer gets the shoulder up. Fletcher can barely hang on to the ropes at ringside. Elbow shot to the face. Into a chin buster. Tag in comes the Butcher. The Wanderer getting over there. Here comes Sweet. Catching the Hurricane Rana. Sweet going right to the top rope. Big time shooting star press. That's the move he beat the Wanderer with. That's the move he beat the Wanderer with, and a kick out. That beautiful shooting star press, exactly what Sweet used to put away the Wanderer Owen Bush on Friday night. Everything spilling down to the outside. Sweet now jumping DDT on the outside. Here comes Fletcher now. Fletcher, big time teamwork on the outside as Fletcher catches him with a clothesline as Sweet launches him. And now we're in the ring post. Fletcher and Sweet working very well together in this matchup. I guess the enemy of my enemy is my friend. The Butcher in a world of hurt. Kick to the midsection now by Sweet. Wraps him up again. Double again, the cradle DDT. The Butcher is down. And a right hand to the Wanderer. Sweet now's got him up on the shoulders. Into a cutter. Beautiful cutter. We've got a cover. We've got a cover. We've got a cover. Holy cow. Holy hell. Fletcher and Sweet. 2 nights back to back. Sweet with the pinfall victory. But this time, they're right there, folks. The double team combination on the outside. And then this DDT, allowing Sweet to set up for the cutter, and Fletcher returning. And a tag team duo born tonight out of mutual hatred for the Ministry, and a victory for Sweet and Fletcher. Derek Smith, thank you for liking the stream, ladies and gentlemen. I am not one to revel in someone's loss, but to see Rick the Dragon Fletcher come back to XFW, to see him team up with Bad Boy Marshall Sweet after both those men were put on the injured reserve list at the hands of the Ministry, unprovoked attacks at that, and to see them come out and to put together that team and to get that joint and get a victory. Could they have found a chink in the armor of the Ministry, who has had a death grip on XFW for months now, ladies and gentlemen. A better part of 2021 has been XFW has been under the thumb of the ministry. Since last October, this has gone on. And folks, it has been an absolute brutality by the ministry. Ever since they set this path and gained these forces, it has been absolutely brutal. The Wanderer, Owen Bush, and the Butcher have been the attack dogs of Drago. And they have laid waste to everyone in their path. And that's not even considering the monster Fenwick, who has absolutely destroyed person after person. We have still not seen Hero Katsuri or the Destroyer after their assaults on those two men as well. So, folks, I won't lie, it gives me a little bit of joy to see XFW get a little bit of win back here against the ministry, folks. What a matchup. And again, you saw how well the Butcher and the Wanderer worked together, how quickly they dismantled Rick the Dragon Fletcher in the ring. And I don't think Fletcher's up to 100%. But Sweet, who has been on par since coming back, working very well with Dragon. Could that be a new tag team in the future? I don't know. But whatever, they may have the secret formula to maybe defeat the ministry. Well, up next, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go down to ringside for our main event. The XFW Internet Champion, Tiger Ramirez, going up against a former multi-time United States champion and multi-time World Heavyweight champion and fellow luchador, Pedro Ortiz Jr. Folks, this to me is a legend versus legend match. Pedro Ortiz Jr. is well documented as being an XFW original and an outstanding in-ring competitor. If you're an XFW fan, you know who Pedro Ortiz Jr. is. However, Tiger Ramirez, who's been only here in XFW for a little over a year, honestly, his first title run now is XFW Internet Champion, best known for his best of 7 series against Jesus Silva and his friend and travel companion, Raiden Yamashita. These two have never been inside the ring before, folks. This one could bring down the house. Let's head down to ringside. Main event action coming your way next on XFW Ground Zero. Rick Fletcher, thank you for liking the stream. And here comes Pedro Ortiz Jr. A 5th generation superstar here in XFW. Making his way out. Mark Grissom, thank you for liking the stream as well. Thank everyone for tuning in to XFW tonight, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook, or whether you are watching directly on Bloodsword6.com, where you can find XFW merchandise, t-shirts, mugs, stickers, and more. As Pedro enters the fray, Rick Fletcher, thank you for sharing the stream. Almost had Rick the Dragon Fletcher there. Same name as the Dragon, who we just saw victorious over the Ministry of Darkness with the help of Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Mark Grissom, thank you for becoming a fan of XFW. We hope you enjoy our insane brand of digital professional wrestling. But ladies and gentlemen, the XFW Internet Champion, Tiger Ramirez.
217 pounds, one half of the Tiger
Tiger
Ramirez.
Ramirez still enjoying his first ever run as an XFW champion. Quite frankly, folks, long overdue is a title belt around the waist of Tiger Ramirez. Pound for pound, one of the best in-ring performers we have here. Mark says, when you're not watching football, watch XFW. Thank you, Mark, for that kind word. We may actually use that in some of our promos, and here we go! And Ramirez already taken out by an absolute perfect drop kick from Pedro Ortiz Jr. The experience side will definitely be on Pedro, as we've already got a pinfall, cover, attempt, crucifix, but Ramirez gets the shoulder up. Ooh, and a soccer ball kick by Pedro. These two have a lot of mutual respect for one another, but I would not look for any quarter to be given by either one of these men. They're going to take each other to their limit, as Ramirez lights him up with a number of right knife as chops, and another one right to the jaw. Hard impact in the turnbuckle now by the XFW Internet Champion. Big right hand by Tiger. Tiger now reverse DDT. And a quick cover with no leg hook. You don't hook the leg, you're never going to get the pin on Pedro Ortiz Jr. You need to utilize everything you can to keep Ramirez down. And to keep Ortiz down. And again, the knife-edge chops coming out by Tiger Ramirez. Ramirez off the ropes, nobody home. Pedro saw it coming a mile away. Ortiz now back in the driver's seat. Ortiz now, Frankensteiner. I knew this match was going to be fast-paced, ladies and gentlemen, but this may put a new record on speed between these two. Back and forth, exchange after exchange, counter after counter. These two have very similar in-ring styles. Pedro now inside the ring, Ramirez on the apron. Ramirez going high, nobody home. Tiger Ramirez again, countered by Ortiz. Ortiz Jr. now standing tall, stomping away on the XFW Internet Champion. Pedro now, oh, nice inverted monkey flip, sending Ramirez flying. Pedro Ortiz Jr. has always had some innovative offense, not putting all that weight. No, I shouldn't say all the way, but 205 pounds of Pedro Ortiz. What is this? Ortiz will hoist him up into a powerbomb levels. Pedro Ortiz. Uh-oh. On the top rope. Off the top, nobody home. Ramirez now. Beautiful. Flying head scissors. And down goes. Uh-oh. Up and over the top rope. Holy cow. Tiger Ramirez going through the air and taking out Pedro Ortiz. Putting his body on the line. But Pedro quick to counter on the outside. Now tossing Ramirez around like a pinball. Back inside the ring as Bob Harris tries to get both these men in with the count continuing. Arm drag counter again by Tiger Ramirez. And again, both these guys, beautiful German suplex, but only a 1 count. This one may be one for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. Schoolboy roll up into a prawn. Look at this. But a slap to the ribs by Pedro Ortiz breaks the hold. Into a neckbreaker now by Tiger Ramirez. And right back into a cover. But a kick out again by Pedro Ortiz Jr. Back and forth action with our main event. Tiger with a schoolboy roll up. Ortiz again kicks out. Ew, the flash kick. Into a handstand. Stomping out of the way. Ortiz right back into his face. Both these two outstanding competitors. I can barely keep up with what's going on in the ring. Oh! Toss to the outside. Ortiz, full head of steam, up and over, and takes him out. Holy cow, both of these men taking to the air. Earning some frequent flyer miles tonight. Look at the height Ortiz had. Ramirez taken out by a high-flying Pedro Ortiz. Stiff elbow now on the outside. Tiger Ramirez thrown back in. A win tonight for Ortiz could line him up with the only championship in singles he has not had in XFW, being the XFW Internet Championship. Over the top rope goes Tiger. Oh, and a right hand again sends the champion crashing to the outside arena floor. Ortiz, with this crowd is probably split 50-50 down the middle. Tiger now with a wind-up. Oh, and blast him off the apron. But Ortiz again get right back to his feet. Bumping now back inside. Ortiz with a snapmare. Right into a working chin hold, trying to slow down Tiger Ramirez. Ramirez trying to get back to his feet now. Trying to break the hold. Shot to the midsection. Second one breaks it. Ramirez now off the ropes. Into a Hurricane Rana. How much speed can these two have left in their bodies? Tiger now rolls over back. Tiger suplex. Tiger suplex delivered to Ortiz. And Tiger down the corner. Tiger calling for it. Tiger's tail and Saguri. Could that be it? Holy cow! Tiger Ramirez in a quick-paced, action-filled matchup lands the Tiger's tail enziguri and gets a victory over Pedro Ortiz Jr. What a battle back and forth. But youth and energy prevailed today over experience. Look at the height again. That makes me dizzy just watching it. But right here, the Tiger suplex, and then followed up with the Tiger's tail enziguri, and the champion victorious tonight on Ground Zero. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for today. Thank you very much for tuning in to XFW. Thank you for the new followers and the likes and shares. We'll see you next time on XFW.